Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Watch the safety creep. 15.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to cut it back right. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 67 yards on the ground. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Break. 10 to the mic. Let him know. Yes. That's me. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the...
It got his man complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Chris Jones on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Running right, here's Falk. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Hey, Charlie. Here we go. Here we go. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. We ain't giving up nothing. Look. Squeeze. Check 99. Check. Hey, Sam off. Now.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
43, 15. 56. 56, right there, 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Check.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Go. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He'll drop to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll pitch it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. On first down, Benjamin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Ready, ready. 8, read. Wait, echo.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Now.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
31's the mic. Let's get the ball. 31's the mic. Hey.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Greystone, travel.
3 down. 3 down. 6 guys.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still third and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 52. Come. Big rip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
52, come on. He's tired of reading.
Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
2nd and 11. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, watch the slant.
Yo, go!
No 10. Mike 10. Mike 10.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded just inside the 20.
Let's go, baby.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brought down back at the 32.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
General West. Hey, high 7.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
On the double.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
It's 3rd and 1.
52. 52. 3 buzz.
5.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Dude, look at me, zipper.
Change the mic. Hey, watch
Now.
2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10.
Exit.
I'm coming. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. Bandit. Bandit.
Yep.
Mike 10. Oh, get him.
They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
10's the mic.
Alpha.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. There he goes inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here we go. 60 or. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Mike 10.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they try the right side here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
At 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. You got no exit. You got nothing. At 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Snap.
Back to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Double. Tight end right. 3 down.
Hey, Charlie. Rock it.
Alert 3.
Look at me. Score.
He's checking.
Hurry.
Check.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Hey.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Here it comes. Mike 10.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
I'm scared. Mike's 56. Yellow. 56. Bravo. Silver. Mike 56.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
15. Football to Mike. Mike's football. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" And he just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
52. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. It's Cooks. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
60 Pittsburgh.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.